Hey there YouTube, this is Mr. Budget coming to you with another deck profile. Today we are doing the finished pure as possible Cray Elemental deck. So, outside of one card which is Dismal, which is astronomically expensive right now, this deck is 100% done and splashable with any clan, any playstyle. But I took the challenge of going complete Cray Elemental as much as possible. So this deck is about 95% Cray Elemental, 5% the clan that I chose to splash into it, just to give it a little bit more fighting power. But don't be fooled that this deck is weak. This deck is very strong. The only thing this deck lacks into is against anything that's control based or heavy retire based. Besides that, if you're playing a normal game with against an opponent who does not have those elements, this deck is a contender for locals and for those who just want to start playing the game. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to start with the deck, go into the stride zone, and go from there. So as always, we start with our only grade 3 of the deck. This is Thunder Elemental Bargrana. So Bargrana is the only grade 3 in the deck. And you may be saying, well, how are you supposed to ride to it or how are you supposed to get to it? Well, there are other ways to do so, but we're going to start with this unit. So Bargrana says, when placed, Soul Blast 1, and you may search your deck for up to 2 cards without any constant, act, or auto abilities from among them, and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. Then in addition to that, if you have 4 more vanilla units without any constant, act, or auto abilities, you can counterbalance one and stride a cyclone element from your G zone that is already face up. Now there are ways to get around that, ways to do so. So we're going to go throughout the deck and explain to you how do you do that. So for our grade 2s, we play 4 copies of Cloud Elemental Mulwark. Mulwark is our keystone to this deck, our bedrock, if you will. Her skill states Vanguard or Rearguard. If you have 4 more vanilla units, once returned, you can counterblast 1. Search your deck for a Thunder Elemental Bargra and write it as the Vanguard as stand. If you do so, turn 1 Cyclone element from your G zone face up. So her skill plays into the grade 3, which allows you to play into the grade 4. That is her one and only skill. So while doing this, you can ride from 2 to 3 all the way up to 4 if you have enough counterblast to do so. Next, we play 3 copies of Heat Elemental Bobo. Bobo is here to be our counter charger, our soul charger, and if we're being damage denied, our damage dealer. So that is what Bobo is here for. In concert with Mulwark, if you have 1 damage, you can do Mulwark skill to go into Thunder, then go right into Bobo here to deal yourself an extra damage, counter charge, and soul charge. Mind you, Bobo is a Generation Break 1, but if you go into Mulwark skill, you're already breaking Generation Break 1, which allows Bobo to go off. Next, we're going to go right into the clan that we paired this with. We're playing 3 vanilla copies of Steam Fighter Zakfa and 3 vanilla units of Missing Clamp Dragon. So these are our grade 2 vanillas, 10k shield, 10k power. That is it. They're just very heavy, very big shield value, and very strong vanilla grade 2s that we use in concert with Cyclone to gain a lot of power and a lot of push power. Next, we go into the grade 1s. We play 4 copies of our vanilla Cray Elemental, Light Elemental Mikra. We also play 4 copies of our PG Light Elemental Sunny. So 2 light elementals that help the deck very much. Mikra being a vanilla unit itself, and Sunny being a grade 1 PG. That Sunny skill states if this card has to be discarded for a GA6, you may draw 1 card if this is one of the cards that you discard for it. So you kind of get your funding back for having to lose this card if you so need so. But as great as a PG, it's a Cray Elemental. It fits the motif of the deck, and Mulwark was made for this deck. Next, we go into the grade 1s of the clan we paired this with. We're running 4 of an OG grade 1 Steam Battler Gear. Grade 1, 5k shield, 8k power, vanilla. And then we're also playing another Viera vanilla card, which is Metacog Light Colossus. So this is a grade 1 7k unit with 15k shield. So another big shield because this deck needs a lot of defensive power because you're not doing any skills to hinder your opponent's side of the board. That way you need some things to back yourself up. That's it for the grade 1s, 2s, and 3s. We go right into the grade 0s. We're running the Gear Chronicle starter to draw 1. We're running the Cray Elemental Overtrigger. Because it is Cray Elemental, we're trying to do as much as possible. We run 7 draw triggers. We need to draw into as many vanilla pieces as possible. Just to keep our hand live and healthy, we need to draw. But we also want to deal some damage and make things threatening, so we also have 4 crit, and we need to also heal, so we have 4 vanilla heals. So we do as much as vanilla as possible, but we need pieces, so we have to draw. That is it from the main deck. Now we're going to go into the G Zone where things get a little bit more technical. We play 4 copies of Storm Element Cyclone. So Cyclone is, again, one of the other cornerstones of this deck. Cyclone states, all of your units, when this card is face up in the Vanguard Circle or face up in the G Zone, all of the units that do not have any constant, act, or auto abilities all get plus 5k for every face up copy of this card in your G Zone. And when it is on the Vanguard Circle, when your draw check reveals a normal vanilla unit, you're allowed to stand one of your rear guards. So this deck has multi-attack in it. Next, we play 4 copies of Miracle Element Matos. Matos here is Flip Fodder, or another card you can go into if you don't have many resources left to go into. Matos is a very simple skill. When it swings Counterblast Sword, it gains plus 10k. So just another big beat stick you can have in your Vanguard Circle in concert to Cyclone giving your rear guards power. Next, we play 2 copies of Heat Elements Moldau. Moldau here has a very unique skill. It can flip up 1 card in your G-Zone, a Cyclone. When its attack hits your opponent's Vanguard, you choose one of your rear guards and gives it plus 5k for every face-up card in your G-Zone. So one of your rear guards can get very, very big. Next, we play 2 copies of Snow Elements Blizza. Blizza is the opposite of Moldau, where Moldau gives power to the rear guard, Blizzard takes all the power for itself. When it attacks, Counterblast 1, turn another card face up in your G-Zone, Cyclone. Blizza gets plus 5k for every face up card in your G-Zone. So you can see how we have the 2 sides of the deck and how they work. For G Guardians, we play 1 copy of Mixed Element Coalburn. Coalburn states, when placed, discard 1 card. This unit gets plus 5k shield for every 2 cards in your opponent's hand. So again, another thing that can get very big. We played 2 copies of Metal Element Screw. Screw is also 1 place, discard 1 card, gain 10k to the shield. So just another 10k shield. And then we also play 1 copy of Air Elemental Ratoon. Ratoon is our cycle card. 1 place, discard 1 card, draw 1 card. So this is our package. The only thing that I will add to this package to make this much better is Dark Element Dismal, just so you can protect some of your rear guards. That card states, when placed, choose one of your rear guards. It cannot be chosen nor attacked for the duration of the turn. So that is the entire G-Zone for the Cray Elementals. You can experiment with your ratios and things like that, but I figured that this would be the best. I would normally go into a deep dive explaining how the deck works, but we will have a fight video coming up very soon for this deck, and I'm hoping that you guys will tune in and enjoy that. Tune in and enjoy that to its fullest. This has been Mr. Budget coming with you with the ultimate budget deck, the Cray Elemental, pure as possible. Thank you for your time, and as always, we will see you. Oh, before I leave, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you guys find this interesting or have any other text that you would add to this deck to make it even more powerful. Or better yet, tell me, what clan would you pair with this deck? this deck goes with everything. In my mind, this is what the concert master should have been using in the episode. Seeing how he was a denizen of Cray, these are denizens of Cray. But as always, I've been rambling, so this has been Mr. Budget. We will see you next time.